Working? Okay. Welcome to the Holt Junior High Band Concert. We are glad you are here to share the great music we have been learning these past few months. Please take a moment to silence your cell phone and be prepared to remove noisy children from the auditorium if necessary, so that everyone may enjoy the concert.
I'm going to be quiet.
Good evening, and thank you for being here to share the wonderful work these students have been doing for the past few months. My name is Evan Lewis, and I'm the band director here at Holt Junior High. And I'm so happy to be able to be here in person to share this wonderful concert with you tonight. You just heard Sounds of Joy by the 7th grade band. However, the percussionists that you will see throughout the night are a combination of 7th and 8th grade students. Here at the junior high, we have a separate class just for percussionists. So those students have to learn all of the concert pieces. And you will see the same percussionists playing with both the 7th and 8th grade bands. This evening, we also have a few 8th grade clarinets that are filling in just to help out our 7th grade clarinet section. Most of the students you see here tonight were completely virtual for band last year. And I'm really impressed, very, very impressed from the beginning of the year with how much progress they have made. They've also been a pleasure to work with every day. The next piece we're going to perform is a concert march. The tradition of playing marches in a concert setting goes back to John Philip Sousa and the U.S. Marine Band back in the late 1800s. We still work on concert marches today to develop clean articulation and rhythmic independence. Please enjoy the Day March. I will be there in just a minute. That's right. I want to make sure that everybody's able to perform with us tonight. I'll be right back. Our next piece, A Christmas Sleigh Ride, is a simple piece with a beautiful melody performed by the flutes, trumpets, and low brass. We decided to add another layer of difficulty to this piece by playing it in cut time. That means we're playing the piece much faster than the composer intended. It gives the band a chance to work on important skills of rhythmic subdivision or dividing the beat. And it also introduces the concept of staggered breathing, where members of a section take turns breathing because the music is being played so quickly there's no natural breathing response. Our next piece, Wigan Warriors, is probably one of the favorite pieces the band is performing on this concert. The unusual title comes from the name of a rugby team in England. The composer noticed that this team because one of the players has his exact same name. The music is meant to reflect the drama and pageantry that comes from sporting events in Europe. Following Wigan Warriors, we will be featuring our fantastic bass section with Holiday for Bass. do. I'm super proud of these kids and what they've been able to accomplish this year after a year of being mostly virtual. So they've just done an amazing job, and we're going to let them, let Sawyer lead the way off, and we're going to bring on the 8th grade. All right, the first piece we will hear from the 8th grade band tonight is based on a sea shanty called Holloway Joe. Shanties were commonly sung during the hard and monotonous work aboard ships, such as the raising and trimming of the sail or the raising of the anchor. Holloway Joe is a short-haul shanty, meaning that it was sung during the process of rigging. Rigging the ship required many short but powerful pulls of the rope to raise the sail. The shanty man would lead the effort by singing out the solo part of the song, followed by the sailors singing the chorus. On the last word of the chorus, they would all give a hard pull on the rope. Please enjoy Between Wind and Water. As soon as you hear these 4 notes, you almost always know you're about to hear the famous Canon in D by Johann Pachelbel. The composer of our next piece, Andy Clark, took the main theme of the canon and D and used it as a setting for various Christmas carols. Listen for Deck the Hall, Good King Wenceslas, The First Noel, Jolly Old St. Nicholas, Up on the Housetop, and Jingle Bells, all set against the beautiful melody which we refer to as Pachelbel's canon. This piece also contains one of the coolest and most difficult lines I've ever seen written for young players in the low brass and woodwind sections. So much so that I invited the 7th graders to join us, and a few of them took me up on the challenge. We have some 7th graders joining in the bass section. And just so that you know what you're listening for, I'm going to have Madeline Carmody demonstrate the part for you. Please listen for this part to come through about 1/3 of the way through the piece. Pachelbel will be followed by Atlantis, which is a great piece for showing some fancy modal harmonies in the brass section, and also features a nice flute solo. I was very pleased to come across this next piece, a World Holiday Celebration, a few years ago, because it's one of the only pieces for young bands that I have found that celebrates the music of Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Ramadan in a way that is interesting for both the performer and the listener. This piece relies very heavily on our excellent percussion section. was not making that up when I said they've come a long way. They're really doing a fantastic job. Before we play our last number, I'd just like to take a moment and thank the administration, Mr. Bobita and Mr. Knight. I think Mr. Bobita has taken time out of his 14-hour day to be here tonight, so thank you. I'd like to thank all of you for being here and supporting your child in band. This is such a positive experience for these kids every day. I mean, they come into class, things are a little stressful at school some days, and in this class we just have fun, and they can relax, and they're learning a lot, and they're doing a great job. And it's a pleasure for me to be able to come into work every day and work with these kids. We're going to wrap it up now with the jazzy version of Let It Snow. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and have a great evening.